Welcome to the channel, my Pat Kraken family. Clever Magic Trevor here in my lucky pajamas. Just woke up. It's dark outside. Actually, I didn't just wake up. I've been up for about an hour, kind of mulling over stuff. Played a few games on Arena. Sent out a bunch of emails. Drank a cup of coffee, and here I am to talk to you guys. I did have a few requests, maybe to see my collection and whatnot. I do want to actually show my collection. I have a box full of alphas and betas, and fun stuff. Actually, there's some. They actually have my good Legends, Arabian Nights, and Antiquities in there too, and then some Unlimited and whatnot. These are some of the first cards I ever owned that I still have, that didn't get given away. I've kind of mentioned this on a few times. Matt Castermage had a video on how he first got started, and it kind of threw me back to the days. And he had a situation where his cards were given to him, and his mom actually ended up giving away his cards. And you guys might be shaking, the cat's rubbing up against the tripod. Crazy cats. Anyways, I had a similar situation. I mean, I went in and out of Magic when I was playing in middle school. I think it was 6th grade. I got my first few packs. And it was a neighbor kid, Eric, that got me into it. He was from back east, and he came over and he just got really into it. And he lived up the street, and so I kind of got into it. We were playing all the time, and I look back and we had some terrible decks, but it was a lot of fun. And then we kind of went in and out, and then 7th and 8th grade, I would buy some and get some for Christmas, and different things like that. But let me shoo her away. Okay, sorry about that, guys. And so when I got into high school, my brother actually was playing with his friends a bit more. And when I had moved out, I must have been, it was the summer that I graduated from high school. I moved out, and I had this little tiny room, and that's all I rented was $200 a month. Was this little tiny room with 4 of my other friends. It was 5 of us in a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house, and I left a lot of my cards there. They were actually in this storage area above a closet. Well, my brother got into them, ended up playing a lot more with his friends and whatnot, and he ended up leaving like boxes of my Magic cards at a friend's house. And so it was kind of a sore point. Like, I still bring it up to this day. I'm 38 years old. He's 3 years younger. I apologize, but darn cat. 3.5 years younger. And to this day, I remind him of that. But I do have some of my originals. I had 2 long boxes that came with me to the house. And then I think it was 4 long boxes that I ended up losing. Or maybe I had 3 long boxes that my brother ended up losing or leaving at a friend's house and never got back. But these are some of my originals, and I'll just kind of quickly go through some of these. I actually look at these from time to time. Many of them are very played, heavily played, and they're mostly Unlimited and Arabian Nights, and so here actually. Oh, I do have a bunch of Chronicles in here that I just kind of threw in here, but okay. So obviously white border Unlimiteds. There we go. There's a Arabian Night, Antiquities, Legend, and these are in no particular order. And there's snow covered. No particular order because I just put them in there. There's a Lord of the Pit. That's actually revised. Nether Shadow. I think Nether Shadow, did that get reprinted in the mystery boost? I don't know. Black Knight, very staple. Unlimited and Unsummon. So, and then I have a ton of the Urzas that I used to put to good use here. A ton of Chronicles Urzas, because that's what I used to play with. Because my other Urzas, which I do have, they're just in top loaders. Those didn't get as much play. So the other did it first. But there's some Legends cards. These are some of the first cards I ever had. And most of the, it's funny because walls were such a big deal back in the day. And they were uncommon and above. I think there was one common, Wall of Thorns, something like that. Or Wall of Wood or something like that. But a lot of Legends cards. These were some of my originals. War Elephant. There's some Arabian Nights. And here's my favorite set, y'all know, Antiquities. There's some Tempest. More Legend. Very highly played cards. These ones are. My ones that are in really, really good condition, they're in top loaders. And so I will grab that box sometime, because it basically has all my alpha, beta, Antiquities, Arabian Nights, and my more expensive nostalgic cards. Not all those are all that expensive. I mean, shoot, you go back to those sets, and I'm sure they're plummeting right now in price, but you go back to those sets and most of them are at least a couple dollars, you know, because they're sought after original sets. Arabian Nights is actually, it was the first expansion, and I want to say there was only like 3.5 million is it cards or in production, or maybe it's 35 million or something. I know Alpha had 2.4 million. Beta, I think tripled that. I think they had about 7 million. And then, and that's cards in general. And then, you know, those were the limited sets. Those were limited. They only had a limited print run. There was only a certain amount. They actually have documents of how much there was. And then, you know, and then the Arabian Nights. Well, then you had, you know, Unlimited too. And when Unlimited came out, it kind of spiked the price of betas, but everybody hated alphas at that time. Nobody wanted alphas. I wish I would have had more alphas, because people were just getting rid of, they didn't like the curved edges and whatnot. But Antiquities has like 35 million, which sounds like a lot of cards, but it's actually, when you look at the print runs nowadays, I mean, they don't tell you what the print runs are, because for one, I'm sure they know, or they can find out, but why would they want that out in population to devalue the amount of actual cards out there? But those older sets, you know, especially, you know, my favorite set, and I know people don't like white borders, but Summer Magic, when there's so many misprints in that set, but how saturated the cards are with color. And it was going from revised to 4th edition, and I think revised came out, and you can totally tell the difference between an unlimited and a revised. For one, there's extra border around there, and for two, in fact, here, I'll grab some cards, and for two, the saturation of colors is terrible. You know, let me see if I can find so we'll grab that one. I don't think I have another Black Knight, but we'll grab a Drudge Skeleton. So you look at these two cards, and there's an extra border around this one, and this one's just a flat line. I don't know if you can see that, especially with the plastic there. Then it's not focusing. Probably can't see that. Let's come around over here. It doesn't want to focus, but there's an extra border around this one. And then look how much more black. This one looks a lot more flat. Maybe we'll take these out. I don't know why it doesn't want, it just wants to focus on me, which I don't blame it. But So it's not wanting to focus, but look how much darker and saturated that is. And this is unlimited, and then it went less in revised, and people were upset about that. And so they were trying to saturate the colors, and so they came out with Summer Magic in between 4th edition, but there were so many misprints that it actually never hit the market. And then when 4th edition came out, which actually has a lot of misprints too, it was more colorful than revised, but it was printed into oblivion, and it will be going up in price eventually, but it's one of those that was so printed that it's just not as popular. So anyways, that's kind of my history of Magic in the early days. I went to college. I played off and on in college, but I didn't really have the finances. Got out, was early in the World of Warcraft and online, and then got back kind of into Magic for a little bit. That was the early 2000s, kind of riding this wave. So anyways, that's enough talk for that. I'm excited for Coria. I'm upset that it was pushed out till May 15th, but it is what it is. And I know Wizards is just trying to make the best of the situation. The thing is, we're going to have access to the cards a month before on Arena. I think April like 16th or something like that. And, right now everybody's sitting home. They're getting bored. They're spending money that they shouldn't be spending because they're shopping online. They're watching TV. They're so bored. They're just doing this stuff. And so I think Wizards knows that people are spending money on Arena Online. And so they don't want to delay that. They want to give people the cards. They want to make their money. They're probably taking quite a hit on the cardboard. And so that's coming out a month later. So we'll have a good grasp of, I would say the meta, but you don't really get a meta in standard. But we'll have a good idea of the value of the cards before the cards come out, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting. Hasn't really happened that much before. We've had some time to play with them. They always release it on Arena a little bit before the cardboard. But it's not usually enough time to figure out what fits where, what's going into what, a value of cards and whatnot. So this will be an interesting set to play and then be able to, possibly purchase. We'll see what happens with the economy, with everything else. I do think things are looking up and it's looking positive. So with that being said, man, let's skip on over to the drawings, and we will go from there. And I've been contemplating green screening things. The drawings we have for this week are the original mystery box. I think they all are the mystery box. So this would be the first row. Let's see who our winners are going to be without further ado. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Matt Caster Mage. Holy moly. I think that's your second win of all time. Man, congratulations. The cards are at the office. You're gonna have to wait a bit on the cards, but you're afraid to buy any product until the economy gets better. Well, listen, I want to send you a card. Let me know what you want, but if somebody else wins one of the cards you want, I'm sorry you didn't post the one you wanted, man. You're not playing by the rules. But it's funny you got brought up in the beginning of the video. Josh Raven, congratulations, dude. Hope you're doing all right down there. And insane amount of variation in the sets, decent row, blah, blah, blah. My pick would be Black Market. Yep, that would probably be my pick too. There was a ton of playable cards. Black Market you can really build around, and it's kind of universal for a bunch of different builds that you're going for. Jay Malek. Fun, cool with whatever. Cool, man. I'll pick one of the, more expensive cards that Matt doesn't end up getting, and we'll go from there. Congratulations. I can't remember if you won. I think you've won once too. So, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Titans Fan 920. If you guys haven't checked out Titans Fan 920, he does a lot of arena play. I think last video or the video before, he was 92 or 94% mythic. The dude the dude knows how to play. It's kind of fun because him and Covert Go Blue are probably my favorite arena players, movie channels right now. I kind of go through there. I watch a lot of, I just like to watch people play Magic and how they use the cards and interactions. Gives me ideas for my new stuff. I don't like copying stuff, but Damian Tenney. Okay, so nobody's mentioning cards here. If I have your address and you're a winner, I'm gonna send you a random card unless you get a hold of me and let me know what you want. Jester King, congratulations. I love this set so much, mainly seeing older cards I've never seen, blah, 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 blah. Got to shoot for the Lightning Greaves. Yep, fantastic, fantastic. So, let's see who's gonna be on this last video. Video number three, Durf the Man. Congrats, I think that's your second win too. Everybody's just winning second time ever, man. And this is almost 5 months of filming, I think. That Soren would be awesome. Ooh, taking my Soren. I was excited about that one, but I'm just gonna have to pull another. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Congratulations, Durf. Trevor Yarnell. Man, he's been a follower for a while. Came over from Pause, so that was a nice last row for my first pick. Ascension. Great, dude. Great. Super usable. Great choice. And you got a fantastic name, so you're already got a head start on it. Tim Bistard. Man, I'm surprised you don't win more, Tim. It's a little bit surprising, but you watch and support so many channels. I don't know how you do it. Let's see, going to win Soren. Man, I am sorry, dude, but maybe they'll trade. I don't know. We'd have to talk about possible trade. Soren, Markov for my son, Marin, and so Marin is probably, I don't think that one was taken, was it, guys? So those are the winners on that one. I'm also going to do one more right now because I still have to give away my cards from Dr. Cosmo. Dr. Cosmo, he spanked me with that Renin 6. His Renin 6 will be given out sometime soon because we're getting close there. Jay, let's pass it on a little bit. I'm sorry, buddy, but if you've been a previous winner in these 3 drawings on the video, darn cat, Trav, congratulations. Okay, so Trav, you're gonna get surprised from that beating that Dr. Cosmo gave to me. So, and I've already separated them out. I put them upside down. I grab a set of I think it's 3 cards. They're divided into 3 cards, and then that's what you're gonna get, man. So there's some packs that are better than others, but that's just the luck of the draw. And I like to randomize everything, guys. So you guys get an opportunity to try to win the card you want by commenting. But other than that, it's kind of fun for me to just do randomness, And I'm sorry if you don't get a great card, but it's kind of the luck of the draw. And I'm sure you guys saw my Rudy's video the other day, and man, I think it was 4 Shocklands, destroyed me. Unfortunately, I ordered Gate Crash and Return to Ravnica. I wanted the older sets, and he did, Guilds and Allegiance. It is what it is. But man, he destroyed me on things I didn't even order. So it is what it is. I should be getting those cards pretty soon. I was hoping to give away some Shocklands. I don't know if I will or I won't. I was hoping to get more, so we'll see what happens. But I appreciate everybody, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this off right now so you can see my face, because it's a face. But hope everybody's safe. Just pay it forward to somebody. That's the most important part right now. I'm going to start it with that today. Pay it forward. Take care of everybody. Don't be too stingy with your magic. Now's the time. Now's the time to really get people involved with this stuff and help them out. So pay it forward to somebody. please make sure you're subscribed, like the videos, comment the cards you want, write down the cards, because otherwise you're either going to get a random card if I have your address, or you just won't get a card. And I'd love to, I mean, anybody, whether you have a big channel, small channel, whether you're just a subscriber, whether you're just watching videos, just whatever, I'd like to give all those cards out. So comment the card you want, share the video any way you can, and we'll catch you on the next video.